outside of, you know, the food drive, the radio show, the blog, you do music.
Yeah.
You still do music.
Yes.
What's this?
What's going on?
Yeah. By the
with
way,
music?
actually, can you let's
Of course.
get all these because I gotta give them to all of you. You know what I mean? I brought one for each and every one of you.
Oh,
you
oh,
know?
oh, dope.
So yeah, this is my latest single.
It's Rasta colors.
It's Rasta Colors. You know, that's my black side. You know,
Nice.
and, so my pops is on the song with me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he goes by the name of Ross Lee.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's like the black and white, one and a half black and white, half white.
Was your father always?
This is like the cookie.
Yeah, it's like the cookie, but it's more black on there.
So it's like a quarter, there's a quarter white on this.
It's a quarter, like, you know, a little less than a quarter.
Was your father always supportive of your musical endeavors? Or?
For me, it was always watching him doing what he does, you know what I mean, with the music stuff, and just seeing that growing up. You know, not to toot his horn, but I'm gonna give him a shout out. He got nominated for a Juno back in, I think, 1986 or something like that.
Okay.
For a single called Moonlight Lover. He had a vinyl and everything.
Can we go to that, Chris?
Can we
You
go
got
to
that
the
on cue?
movie? Come on!
Mom, come on.
Yeah, you know?
Moonlight Lover.
Moonlight Lover, man, the reggae track and stuff. So it was real dope. Back in the day, I remember just like listening to his music. He used to bring me out on stage and, you know, just show me off on stage. Like, this is my son. So seeing the crowds go crazy and that kind of stuff from a young age kind of got me into knowing that I wanted to get into entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily. I always knew I wanted to do music. I didn't know it was gonna be hip hop. But
Hey!
no, man. I'm
Actually, I want to go into something because of what you just said.
Yeah, I have some.
You guys all have the same
messages.
exact questions? Is that what it is?
We all have
not.
We all
questions.
know.
To parents? Good ones?
Okay, that's fucking shot number 4, and I'm fucking done now. I'm gonna start smiling. I'm joking.
So, like, okay, with saying that your dad used to bring you out on stage, from what I see when you promote on Instagram, whatever, your daughter's always on your side. She's always by your side. She's promoting, she's doing everything. Is that something that you brought forth from your dad, just getting used to it?
I don't know if I did that because of that, but I definitely
That's your life.
yeah. That's you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And I know it sounds cheesy, but it's so true. So yeah, everything I do, man, is pretty much for her now at this point. You know
Do
what I mean?
you do you push her in that direction? Does she?
No, I don't want to like make her do what she doesn't want to do, but she
Because
she
it makes me
seems
think of
to.
Aspects, whose daughter is
Oh,
literally by
she
his
kills
side.
it.
When
No,
he's-
but she kills it. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she actually,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she can rap, she can sing. Like, shout out to Aspects and his
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
You know, that's dope.
My son pretends.
For me, I guess is the radio side of things she seems to like a lot. She loves to come to the
Okay.
radio show with me and always telling me she wants to, you know, come talk on the radio show and stuff like that.
Cool.
But I think from a perspective of music, I had her in the booth one time with Spesh K.
Okay.
Back in the day, I got like on his album, she's singing some things,
Okay.
whatever.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
she's on his album. But
Nice.
aside from that, I haven't really like she tells me she's a rapper, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
So I bought her a rhyme book, like a
She
rhyme
works harder
dictionary
than most
recently.
rappers I know.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I got her a rhyme dictionary recently. So she has one at home and she'll go through it sometimes and do that. And then she'll come to me and go, Dad, you know, school, fool, cool, it rhymes. You know? And I'm like, yeah, bars, you know.
It's funny because it's like you obviously don't want to push them too much in any direction or make them do anything that they don't necessarily want to do.
Exactly.
But at the same time, imagine that we had that head start.
Yeah.
Imagine
Well,
that
no,
at
well-
6 years old, you were like in the booth
This
and
is-
or on the stage, and just had that.
Yeah, you grow into it. It
Well,
becomes
like me,
natural.
like with my son, I don't push him into
Your
anything.
son is.
He says all the time. I don't push my child into anything,
Yeah.
but I have a piano, guitars, you know. He has access to any kind of music he wants, right?
Yeah.
Access to any kind of music he wants, but it's there in case he wants to try it out. I'm not going to push him,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because when you do try and push him, he pretends like he doesn't. Like I think it's a family thing, because my niece does the same thing. My niece can
Well,
sing.
your son also has his own interests. Like,
No, like my niece can sing. Darius he raps over certain things, like but he just pretends, right? My niece can sing. I tried to get her in the booth. This chick acted like she had no idea what she was doing.
But outside the booth, she's killing it.
And I'm wasting like an hour. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
well,
like,
that's a thing they got to get past.
And then the minute I step in there, she's out there freestyling. What the hell's going on here? Right?
You got to
So,
capture like some candid camera
yeah,
type
it's like
stuff. And
there's
capture.
a moment where they forget and you know what I mean, whatever.
But let me ask this: when your dad would bring you on a stage,
Yeah.
was there a point when it became a thing, like you knew what was going on, or was it just natural? Like, was it just a, like, kind of taking your son to work type thing, and you're like, oh, that's where my dad works?
It's crazy, I don't know the age I was, and to answer your question too, but I don't know the age I was. It's just, I just remember the memories, you know what I mean? Like I remember a few times where it was like a big club and a lot of people, and maybe I was dreaming, I don't know. But I just remember being a little kid and going up on stage with my pops. And then just seeing him doing what he does. Like he released the album, when I was in my teens and I started rapping already. And he had released the album, and just to see what he was doing. And around that time, he won a Canadian Music Reggae Award.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, he got like an award for being like an ambassador for reggae, like Ottawa Reggae Ottawa Reggae. The drinks are getting to me now. Ask me that question about the interview now. I might answer.
You got a few bars for us or what?
Not right now.
You can spit a little something.
You know?
We got
No, not yet.
I see how it's working now.
is your
I see how
best
it's working now.
It's in your best
This is
interest.
the 6 at
This
6.
is up, yo. I'm afraid.
I still got,
Listen.
Listen, the liquor ain't working, bro.
So
Oh,
outside of this song,
Yeah.
Be With You, Ross Lee, you can
And
find,
if you don't have it
Google
on-
it, Ross Lee Dynamic, is it
gonna
on
set it up.
Spotify?
Spotify, iTunes, all that
on-
stuff, yeah.
You'll be
All
happy. You'll be
stuff,
proud
Google
of
Play,
You'll be proud
Apple Music, but still.
You'll be proud.
YouTube, all of that.
So with that,
I could have done that.
have you guys ever made music before together?
Nothing official like this ever.
Nothing.
Never.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's gonna be a
What
video?
took so long though?
We have a lyric video on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
So if you search Rossi and Dynamic Be With You, there's a lyric video on there.
Yeah,
What took so
follow-
long? I guess just when stars align. I'm a firm believer of when stars align. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I think it just, the beat came, it was a good beat.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Right.
Mitch Stone for producing it. And we just sat down, like, me and my pop sat down, and literally within like 10, 15 minutes, we had like the idea of the record.
Nice.
So we've done stuff like before that was, but nothing as official as actually putting out a single. You know what I mean? Like it's just been messing around or writing lyrics together. Like I remember like being like 13, 14 years old, and my pops, shout out to my pops. He can't write for nothing. Realistic. He's from Jamaica. Not to to put shade on Jamaica, but from the time he's from, he didn't. He's not good with the writing
Okay.
side of things. You know what I mean? So I used to write for him. He would give me the lyrics.
Yeah.
I would write.
Okay,
You know what
so
I mean?
he would do it in his head.
He would sing it, and I would
Okay.
he would say, "Son, write this for me," and I would just sit beside him
Yeah.
and write the lyrics down. So I got the song structure and the idea from him telling me what to write.
That's dope.
So it's already like in your head on how to pull a song together because you were just dictating what your dad
I
was
got it
telling
from a
you.
G, you know.
You know
So
what?
did you go down to Jamaica and photograph this cute white couple?
Nah.
on the beach?
That was from my halfway side. I had to like make it international.
Did
you
you
know?
get that from a tourist website?
Yeah, probably. Like Tinder dating app site. You know?
That's really dope though. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys know you were gonna do a tune, or you just happened to be in the studio?
Like,
or-
This one came together
It
because
was inevitable, I'm sure. But
Yeah, this one came together because he had the record, like he had the beat already, and he said, "Yo, son, may I have a beat?" I can't do that well, but something along the lines, And we sat down and just penned it out or whatever, and
Can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, it's pretty dope,
Yeah.
man.
Well, we'll play it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
On the
dope
show,
track.
so
man.
for sure, man. And I'm singing on it. I'm not rapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
I listened to it.
I'm kind of getting.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
getting.
what
I'm not getting my Drake or Tory Lanes on.
Would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would
You
you,
know what I
be
mean?
able to? I
I'm
don't
getting
know.
my reggae on,
I don't know. Would you be able to give us
Yeah,
a
maybe you can
snippet
spit
of
that 'cause
it?
it's fresh. It's fresh.
I can't sing without the autotune, man.
That's what it's about, though, man. Honestly,
Don't put me on the spot, man.
honestly, somebody I don't remember who said it, but they said 808s and Heartbreak
Yeah.
would have been a better album if Kanye took away the autotune and just sang it
No.
as himself.
I don't think so.
I
don't
think
know.
I think certain things sound sonically
energy-wise,
sound better with the
feel-
autotune.
I think
Feel more
energy-wise
different,
and
yes.
feel-wise, it would have been a better album. Sound-wise, probably not.
Where I hate
Right?
auto tune is on the rapping. Like if you rapping, I don't want to hear auto-tune all over your rap. You
It's
know what I
all
mean?
over everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
that to me is a little too much.
And it's funny because like it was auto tune, like you had T-Pain.
Yeah.
that was
This is-
such a big
this
thing.
is
And then
08,
you had
09.
DOA,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's it for
Yeah,
auto tune.
yeah.
That's
Yo,
it.
This is
But it didn't. It
And
still
then
went
it
out.
came
like 808s
back.
and Heartbreak was 2008.
Yeah.
That's right in the middle of
The-
T-Pain busing.
But that was
and then
fine.
everybody.
But then you also had
everybody
Drake.
did
You also had Drake coming out with his sound, which he wasn't like always using, overkill on the
I think
auto-tune. But
it's
his
more
sound
was like a-
sonically
That was
is-
as he was developing.
I think it's more of a
Less and less
vocoder
needed.
like sound type of deal. But just the other day, Trix posted on Twitter.
Shout out to Trix.
Yeah.
Trix, whenever you're in the city, please.
Yeah, please, bro. Like, stop being.
That would be
Shot
a funny
club.
Stop being a
episode.
guy from
Shot
Stop being a
Shot
guy from
club.
Malton and disappearing. Just when you're in the city, hit me up. But he posted on Twitter, I'm in the States all the time, and they laugh at Toronto all the time.
What?
It's true though.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, because you guys don't really have a sound outside of Drake and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Everyone is jumping
Wait
on
a second.
the,
Did they mention Tory Lanez?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tory Lanez is getting big. He's
Yeah.
big.
But everyone
He's a big deal.
everyone jumps on the auto-tune sound and the same whatever. Like there's a bunch of videos that Toronto rappers posted, and I'm like,
But
can't listen to
the
this
thing
shit.
is, those
I
two-
know it's Canadian because I recognize the background
Yeah.
in the video, and I'm like, I can't listen to this shit because
But those two artists, the Drake and Tory Lanez, they have their own
They have their own sound.
sounds.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the people that come from behind, most times from Toronto,
Yeah.
pause,
That
they actually emulate their sound.
Of course, but I think what you're getting at is everyone in the fucking states sounds the fucking same.
yeah, yeah.
and
At
the, a
least
lot
Drake and Tory
They're
Lanez.
fun-
But it's just
They're-
a, it's
have
just a
their own-
sound. It's just a
They're
sound.
really-
though.
they're really-
Sonically,
that's
it's
the
just a
thing.
I'm
sound.
trying to say that they laugh at Toronto because they all sound like Drake and
no,
Tory
they
Lanez?
laugh at Toronto because everyone sounds like everybody outside of that.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because
True.
Drake and Tory Lanez have their sound.
Yeah.
But everyone who's coming up now really
It's trying to sound
sounds
like
like
that.
Atlanta.
everyone from everywhere else in the States, not from Toronto. Right? Like there's no like Toronto sound.
Toronto should have its own sound.
No, Toronto does have a sound though.
Yeah.
True.
Cardi and Mishi
Yeah.
and Maestro define the sound.
That's
But there's a lot of artists here that are
Nefarious.
taking that sound from
Okay,
other
that's a
places.
different-
though.
no, but like
But
Yeah,
still,
they-
the
they
nefarious,
defined it.
nefarious,
Yes.
nefarious, and what nefarious did and what Cardi did after that,
yeah.
is really who we are. We are from the islands. That's
Exactly.
We have
that's
such
that's the
That's
It's
something
not-
I
no,
never
it's not just from the
understood is
islands.
Why?
It's not just from the,
But it's just
Manitoulin
it's
not
here
just
in the
from
city. It's
islands.
embedded.
There's such a multicultural sound in Toronto because if you listen to Spesh K rap, right?
Yeah.
He's not islands, but he's East Coast.
Right, he's from
Right?
Halley.
You're
East
going to
Coast
hear
islands.
you're going to hear that sound from the East Coast with with a like a Canadian sound. You're going to hear the difference.
Right.
It's
Yeah, it's
a
like
combination,
classified.
right? You're going to hear
New
you
Duty
hear
Beauty. Right? There
you
go.
hear Montreal or whatever from like with Morgan. Like there's a sound along with another sound with Emerald's. It's not just this southern like
They
blah
don't
blah.
hear that.
No,
That's not what
because
they hear.
that's not what they hear.
That's not what's,
But
that's
what-
not what's on the mainstream.
Are getting people noticed is sounding like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like look at Nav. Nav sounds like
I
he's
have
down there. But at
Nav's
the same time, he's
Nav's
going up.
from Rexdale, and if you put him in, I don't want to say a lineup because that's
You can't put him in a lineup.
If you
and
put him in a line of
I
people,
can't point him out.
I can't point him out because
No.
Why you gotta be in a lineup?
It's Rexdale. It's Rexdale.
Let me take the
Yo,
shot.
hold on, though. Hold on. I feel like I'm getting gypped on my shot
give it to
here.
him, give it to him. He said
You
it.
know what I mean?
Don't
Like,
question.
I know you're trying to be nice and all that, but I
hold
can't come on the shot club
No, hold
and
on,
give
hold
up
on,
yet.
hold on, hold on.
Okay.
You know?
Hold on.
I'm just
Whenever a
saying.
guest says, I'm only going to do X amount
Aight.
of shots.
Out of
No, no, no.
respect. Out of respect.
He said
What's
I
up,
can't keep
Maestro?
up.
I
What's,
can't-
well,
you
hold
can't
on,
give
hold
up.
on,
Listen,
hold on,
split
hold
it
on,
up
hold on,
to
hold on, hold on. I did this
show.
with Maestro, and Maestro got mad at me because I
For
have
not
the
pulling
shots.
up. Yeah,
But he
Maestro,
was the
that
one that
last shot
said,
was cute, though.
but he was the one.
Maestro did say
Maestro.
that last shot was
Maestro,
good.
thank you for coming through, and we love you. But when you say you're only gonna do X amount of shots, I'm only gonna pour you X amount of
But
shots.
You know who didn't
truthfully,
say anything?
He did
Chocolate.
the amount of shots. He did do the amount of shots that he wanted to do because he said he's gonna do 4 shots, and we gave him Cheza shots. So truthfully,
He did 4 shots.
he did 4 shots.
But that was really 2 if it were Cheza shots.
No, no.
Yeah,
You be
but-
cheating.
but
though.
still.
We
He
gave
did
him like
8
we gave him
shots.
like
Oh, he
8
did
shots.
8. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
okay.
truthfully,
He
he
did
did
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, so I surpassed him already then, is what you're saying, with the
Yeah.
shots.
With
right?
this, no, with this shot, you will surpass it.
Okay, so
But yeah.
no, this is number 6 now.
Is it?
Stop playing, bro.
It's been a minute.
Jeez, at least give me
It's
my
been a minute,
just
Phil.
dues, man.
It's time for the shot.
Time for the shot.
Time again.
This is the
know what I'm talking
finest
about.
sound in
Give me my
Toronto.
praise.
Make me spell it out.
So hold on, I heard you guys when I was coming up the stairs. I heard I heard like a whole.
Don't miss your mouth. Don't miss your mouth.
Hold on. I heard like a whole. You guys had like a whole like song or like rap that you did when you took the shot. What'd you do?
No, we just said, hey.
We said
No,
it's
you
that
did
time
something
again.
else.
You know what I'm
Can we
talking
do that?
about.
Can we
Don't
do?
Make me
Okay,
spell
okay,
it
okay,
out.
hold
I'm
on.
feeling like we need to do
Hold
that.
on. Hold on. I'm
Alright.
gonna pretend I'm gonna do
All
that.
right, we're going. Take another shot, man. Come on.
That.
It's been one of those weeks. No, I'm gonna do it.
I feel like I need to be part of this. You know.
Is this our first pumpkin?
Oh, you gotta put that down then. You gotta
Yeah.
put that down then. You
Oh,
gotta put that
we
down.
gotta put it
then.
down for a second.
You gotta
Okay.
put that down then.
Okay,
so
that's
we-
You know
All
why?
right.
You know why?
You gotta put that down then.
That's
It's
almost
that time
pauseworthy.
again.
You
No,
know what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Don't make me spell it out.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm toasted.
You guys just tapped water, bro.
No, they didn't tap me.
No.
Pause.
I should have brought my own like like dark cup and just pretended like I was actually drinking some shit. You know.
Darkwing Cup.
That I'll just bring. Next time I come on the show, if ever you guys bring back, I'm gonna do that. You know.
You know what's
we'll have
crazy
you
though?
back.
You know what's crazy?
No.
And I want to take this time before the year is up to thank all of our guests because we've had so many guests come through, and whether or not they knew what they were getting into or they were like,
A lot of times they didn't.
I don't know what I'm. Yeah, but that's
how
what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
right now. Yeah.
They don't know what they're getting into,
They're
and
being
it's like,
booked by Chester
am
who
I-
only
You
thinks.
should have known though.
Listen,
No, but-
You know,
when you're
you've seen what
no
we're
no
doing out here.
when you're
Hold
being
on.
booked by
I feel like I'm in that
gentleman-
sunken place. You know
Hold on.
that thing where the guy's just like, you know.
No.
Hold
When
on,
you're being-
we
wait,
put
wait,
you
wait,
in
wait,
the
wait. Hold on, I'll
We're
finish
upset
it.
at our
I'll finish it
couches.
real quick. But when they're being booked by a gentleman who only speaks 40% of what he's actually thinking, they never know.
And the guy
what
doesn't
fuck
even
they're
drink
going
as much
on.
as everybody else. Like this is
No.
he's
When I
lying.
invite people to the show, I say the show is called Welcome to the Shot Club. If you have no questions, I have no answers for you.
No.
Well, hold on, hold
Most
on,
people
hold
don't
on.
understand what shots you're
Hold
talking
on,
about.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. When people come
Should-
to the
the
show,
question?
a lot of people when they come to the show, their thought is, this is a gotcha moment. This is okay. We're gonna get you drunk and
Start asking
ask you questions,
Make
and
you
we
look sloppy
we
and
do
fuck up.
we
I just
do
thought you guys were interviewing me.
No,
I didn't
we
even
do-
know all this was.
we do fun things, and we may ask you some questions that just to. But it's not a thing of
It's
like
very interactive.
yeah. It's not like we're gonna ask you about some really really controversial things after
Although
you get.
I feel like we
It
should
comes
be
up.
asking.
But once they start drinking with us and have the conversation, at the end of the show, they're like, "Man, this was fun."
Yeah.
Right.
No,
And then
this
they're
is
like,
true.
"Oh, I can't wait to come back."
I'll say
Can I
this
come
right
back?
now that
And-
this is hands down the best interview I've ever done. You know what I mean?
My man.
I'm gonna say
Until
that
you
right
get
now.
to the rest of the questions that I got for you.
Until he has
Except
to
for
spit
this
the
guy
verse.
calling me white. That doesn't ruin the whole moment.
Again, if I'm white on this motherfucker,
I'm white
he wants
too.
to join.
He
He wants
is
people
too.
to join him in his pain. Like,
Okay.
Not-
everyone calls.
What's
him
this
white.
whole you
bro,
white
He
thing
hates
though?
being
Break it
white.
down for me, bro.
apparently these two assholes
Wait a second.
No,
Is it the friggin'?
three
It's
of
the
us,
friggin'.
there's
It's the
three of us.
friggin'. I feel like this guy says bud and guy a lot. Like,
No,
do you say
listen,
that?
listen,
Like,
no, I don't.
All right.
These three assholes apparently at some point in time during our tour decided I'm the second white guy in the group.
But what determined that? Like, what broke?
I don't know. I was just white in the car. So we're in the car and they're like,
Hold on.
yo, you're the white guy. And I'm like, how the fuck am I the white guy?
The white guy was telling you you're the white guy.
These two. They're
Actually,
like,
No,
they're like,
he
you're
was
the two white
agreeing with
They're
it.
like, they're like,
He was agreeing with
they're like, you're the two white guys in the back of the car. I'm like, how the fuck am I the white guy?
All right, yeah.
Listen.
You must have felt mad, bro. How did that make you feel, bro?
I was, yo, bro, don't interview me.
Look at this go.
It's the radio inside of me, bro. My bad.
Yo, it's dope. It's dope.
No, but
that we-
your tone, your whole
Yeah,
demeanor
shit, y'all, right?
when you're interviewing.
I had the mic and everything, bro. Break it down for me, bro.
It's like a therapist.
He's like, no, I don't talk. You're like, no, it's the
What you
microphone.
saying, bro?
So fuck all y'all. First of
no.
all,
But what determined the white side? Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
So we were live streaming
Okay.
on like Facebook and
That's pretty white.
When we were on tour.
and on tour. And this guy said something like, we're not showing him and whatever, and we're gonna stick together. So we're like, cool, if you're gonna stick together, you guys are both white guys. Like, he claimed it himself, and then we just put the
But what are you
stamp
saying?
on
Black
it.
people don't stick together?
I know, exactly. So,
Yeah,
if he
it's-
wants
so,
to be, if
As a
that's what
half
he
black,
wants to
half
be-
white guy, I'm feeling kind of a little hostile right
so
now.
black people don't stick together. If black people don't stick together, and I'm saying, yo, y'all don't show me, you all don't stick together. How you gonna throw me in the white side of the crew?
Throw the man under the bus.
You threw yourself there. We stamped it.
Actually, we weren't in a bus. We were in a car.
First of
He
all,
asked in the backseat. He asked for the draft. He wanted to be drafted to the white side. We said
It was the Dave
no
Chappelle.
argument. Stamp that.
It was the Dave Chappelle Rachel
race
draft.
Okay.
And I was
Wait,
back
wait,
there
wait.
drinking the draft.
No, you were not.
No, you were not.
You were not.
We do not drive with open liquor.
We do not.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
Because we're responsible.
first of all,
As he pours another shot for the driver.
again,
Mom,
fuck these guys.
please.
Fuck these guys.
I do not want a beer. I'm okay.
No.
I'll stick to the liquor.
Mr. Dynamic, would you like another shot?
Thank you.
At this point, I think I'm okay. So
You
no,
okay?
I'll take another one because I think I'm
Okay.
okay right now.
Just gonna make sure.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll take another one because
If you want to Cheza the shot, you can.
Chest the
Good
shot.
Chest of the shot.
Yo,
Just half
man.
shot.
I can't come on the shot,
Just the shot,
the shot
it's okay.
club
No.
podcast.
Feel no ways.
Listen,
feel,
he
we
wants
feel
to
no
see
way.
if he can survive the show.
It's like you
He
ever watch the
wants
Hot
that
Wings
shirt.
shit? That shit, right?
Yo, bro.
Man.
I feel
he wants-
like-
You're like the only person I know that knows about
Right,
that.
right.
No,
No, but
we already talked about this,
Yeah,
remember?
I feel like this is what this
You know
is
about
essentially,
it,
but just
I tell
you know?
a lot of people and they're like, I don't know
So,
what you're talking about.
hold
Yeah.
on. Now that you bring this up,
Okay.
I got to get into this whole food thing, but I got to get into, would you do that challenge?
The Hot Wings?
Yes.
No, because I cut out meat recently, so I put.
No, we can.
No, they'll do it
But they
differently.
have.
Okay, RZA did it, and he doesn't eat meat. So
Yes,
they did some
no, they
tofu
did-
Or
I would
Yeah,
do that. I would do
okay.
that. I was
Yeah,
thinking
you
like
did.
cauliflower wings or something.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
first of all,
But
take
perfect
that out.
segue into our
Take
next
that out.
segment.
Take that last part out. That first part.
Okay.
Because it's not cauliflower wings. It's cauliflower tempura.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
'Cause-
cauliflower.
They got cauliflower
ears.
wings
Because
though.
cauliflower ears is better because there's nothing about cauliflower that has wings.
No, but they literally have something called cauliflower wings.
I understand that.
Your new name.
It's
is
like cauliflower
Captain
popcorn. You never heard of that?
No, because here's the thing. Like, I got a bunch of people that on this vegan.
As you
thing.
continue,
That irk
you're
you?
proving your name.
It
Captain
actually does.
Specific. Go ahead.
It does.
Captain
Because
Specific.
What
Captain Random.
a lot of
King Random,
a lot of
Captain
vegans
Specific.
do. What a lot of vegans do is
Captain Morgan.
throw
King.
King Rantum.
meat names
King. Hold on.
into
Petty.
vegetable.
They've been doing that before. Chicken popcorn,
Yeah, but it's
that
chicken.
is true. That is
It's
true.
actually chicken.
shrimp popcorn.
Hold on,
It's
but do you-
actually shrimp.
But it's not popcorn.
But do you feel
No,
ways
but
about
it's
it?
like
Do you feel ways about it? Is the question.
no.
Hold on. Do you feel ways? We know how you feel.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
just
ways
want
about it.
to say, come on, like if they can do chicken popcorn, they can do cauliflower wings.
Can they?
Of course.
Why not?
What a part of the cauliflower has fucking
What
wings?
part of the
They
chicken
can
has
make soy
popcorn?
wings. They
Friggin'
can make
wings.
soy wings. Think
It's
about
the
Friggin'
it.
flavor,
wings.
it's the taste.
They make
Is
soy
it?
That's where it
beef.
comes from.
If they can call you white,
serious.
they can call
Soy-
cauliflower wings.
The soybean.
Hey!
You know, we're talking about beans, the magical fruit. The soybean is
Maybe
that magical
we'll
fruit.
just
It
call
makes
you.
Yeah.
This is one. This is one
Everything.
thing. That's the one reason why I say
Are
there's
these,
a lot of.
wait, are these cauliflower wings?
No, they're fly wings.
Fly wings.
cauliflower wings.
No, that's one reason why.
Fly
Soy
cauliflower.
is one reason why I made that post. Don't you notice that there's a lot of sensitive vegan males?
Yeah, too much soy is actually not good for you.
Not good for.
No,
actually, it's not good for
not
anybody.
good at all.
No soy
Yeah.
is good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't eat soy. I'm
Right?
a vegetarian. I don't eat soy.
Yeah.
Right.
But there was
I
a
found
big
myself-
soy craze for because I
Yeah.
was a vegetarian for a few years
Yeah.
actually, and there was a big soy craze for a long time. But yeah, soy
It's
is.
just
I
no sense to me.
listened-
How does this one bean make everything? I don't trust
Not
that.
only that,
I don't trust
it is
that.
99% GMO'd.
And I listened to way too much slow jam R&B when I was drinking soy milk. But
Listen.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Listen.
it was a lot of Ralph Tresvant. It was sensitivity.
Listen,
A
Overload.
lot of sensitivity. A lot
I'm
of
not
high
even
notes.
joking.
And a lot of high notes.
Sensitivity.
But listen,
I'm not gonna. Don't stop.
I'm not like dogging people's diets, but there's a fad,
Yeah.
right? And you said you want to
There's
talk
always
about
don't
a
say
fad.
that word anymore.
fad.
Oh, fad. Okay, sorry.
Okay. There's a.
He is talking about the sensitive people there.
We can't call people fat either, but there's a lot of there's a fad.
Fluffy.
Fluffy's great.
Jamaicans make the greatest word for fat people.
Fluffy.
But that's a whole different thing.
Fluffy.
Finish.
He doesn't go fluffy.
I had a fluffy phase.
Sorry. When I went to Jamaica on a cruise, you know what? Not a cruise, but on the resort, they have like little parties.
Yeah.
So the guy's calling up, yo, baby, Fluffy, come here, Fluffy. And she's sitting there like, no, baby, you're sexy still. Fluffy, come. I was like, they make fat girls feel good.
She had no idea she was calling her fat. She had no idea they were calling her fat.
She knew it. Come on. If someone's calling you Fluffy.
Maybe her name was
always
actually Fluffy though. Anyway,
Was she
Fluffy,
white?
come
Was
here.
she white?
Yes.
She had no idea she was
So
calling
what
her
was
fat.
she doing there then?
Resort, rent a Rasta.
Yeah,
Rent a Rasta.
exactly.
Rent a
So she was
Rasta.
So
fine.
those are the ones that
She
come
was
from
fine
like
with that.
America. They come from America and Canada.
Yo,
They go to Jamaica. They rent a
This
Rasta.
is
Rent a Rasta, they get the man.
This
They get
is
their
to
hairs
the Rent a
braided.
Rasta.
Alright.
Snake hunting.
Shout out to all the Rent a Rasta.
For getting your hair braided in Jamaica.
They don't let you not do that though. So
Okay. Well, that's
when
what
I
I'm
went to
saying.
Jamaica though, within 5 minutes, I was getting rubbed down. My girl was getting her hair braided. I was like,
Yo, hold
I
on.
don't-
Just look at that.
I
I
don't
went
know
to
what's going
Dominican Republic,
love
and
Dominican.
I brought my daughter there, and literally walking on the beach,
Yeah.
and some like old lady comes out. Shout out to the old lady. She came out of nowhere. She's like, "I'm gonna braid your daughter's hair." I'm
Before
like, no,
you
no.
can say
Yeah, I'm like,
anything.
no. You're not gonna braid my daughter. Let me do one just to show you.
yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, do the one. And then she did
No,
the one.
yeah, that
And
was-
all of a sudden she was like, I'll just finish it up. It's only going to be this much. And I was like, okay. And then when she got to the end, she's like, doubled what she told me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no.
I looked at her and said,
Exactly.
I
This
said,
is what you
hold
told
up.
me.
I said to her, I said, yo, take all the braids out then. And it's okay.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good. And then she said, okay, I'll take what
and then I'll subtract you, and you only owe me this much for
Yeah, they're hustlers, man. You can't blame them, though.
Crazy.
Here's a joke.
I had a familiar story, but it wasn't like
got his
that.
hair braided.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that.
I'm going to braid your hair. I ain't got no hair.
No. But I made sure I got it out of there without paying.
It wasn't that. See, I love Dominican. We went not too long ago, and one thing about Dominican though, they aggressive as fuck.
Yes, very.
It's a hustling mentality.
But
though.
Jamaica too.
No,
Jamaican
no.
aggressive.
They
No,
are.
I think they're even more.
They are more aggressive than
They're
Jamaica.
grimy there, yeah.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah, they're
there's-
more aggressive. There's people I had to like seriously G-check. I'm like, yo, step to me again one more time. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, especially when you walk outside the hotel.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you walk down.
I'm like, yo, step, and then, but this is also inside the hotel.
In the-
Yo, step to me one more time. I'm gonna fuck you up. In Jamaica, one guy, trying to get me to get his carvings. And I'm like, bro, you're not even carving these yourself. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're not even carving these yourself. You have all these carvings
Yeah.
and not one.
How do you
piece-
have 5 of the same?
And no, it's like that. And not one piece of wood you have in front of you with a knife that you're whittling.
Let me see you whittle.
Right? I go, so you're not carving these yourself. Don't try and charge me
You don't even
something
whittle
I
a
can,
little.
I can walk off the resort and get. Right?
Yeah.
I go, don't try to hustle me. Right? If you want me to buy from you, want me to support you, cool, I get it. But come at me at a different level, right?
You're
the minute
like
I talk to
everybody
them,
else, so.
no, but the minute I talk to him like that, in Jamaica, he kind of like curbed himself.
Right.
He's on a different level. In Dominican, it's like fuck what you say. I'm still going.
You
there.
have to.
Now I remember I was looking for like a bag of weed. Like I was trying to find some. I was trying to find some weed at the resort.
Like in Dominican, you really just have to run away, or just be like, nah, I'm good, and back away.
Yeah.
But hold on, hear me out though.
No.
I was walking trying to find some weed at the resort. This one guy, he's like, yo, I got you. Follow me. And we're walking, and I'm trying to talk to him to figure out how much the weed is. You know what I mean? Like he still hadn't told me how much the weed is. I just like, yo, can you give me some weed? He's like, follow me. And and he's walking fast. I'm walking. How much is the weed? Don't worry, I got you. Just come.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck that. Let me pull off because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not going with this guy randomly
Yo.
into some place.
Same thing.
I gotta wrap up.
They
Yo,
having us.
Yo.
We on the beach.
first full day.
First full day. We on the beach. We walk in to find somewhere to put our stuff. Hit the water. This guy's like, oh, your wristbands give you another area. This area's not for you. I'm like,
He's the only one. By the
I
way,
don't-
he's the only one that booked it because we're just like
my
whatever.
boy Corey's like, he's like, yo, I don't know about you, but I think I paid enough money to have like this whole beach, right? I don't think my wristband limits me to anywhere. He goes, no, this area is not for you. There's another area for you.
Was he white?
No.
Yeah, there's
So
a
we're
white person.
walking.
I thought you and him were pulling the white
He was
Haitian.
hold on. He was your second favorite light skin.
Yeah, no, he was Haitian.
All right.
My boy Corey, to Dominicans, he's Haitian, right? So we're walking, we're following this guy. I'm like, where the fuck are we going, right? And we're like, he's trying to show us whatever. I'm like, he's taking us to
He's taking us to the-
to get us our towels, right?
Right.
I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm following this guy, and I'm like, where the fuck are we going? And he just keeps telling us, no, you gotta go. We gotta go this way. So we get into a spot. I'm like, are you trying to sell us something right now? Are you trying to sell us a timeshare?
Hold on. He passed the place of towels.
Yeah.
And it was going close
To
to.
the timeshare. I'm like, you
Yeah.
trying to sell us a timeshare? He's like, no, this is where you guys have to be. I'm like,
He's like, no,
motherfucker. Fuck you. Stop wasting my fucking time.
And it might be the only time that he sounded like a hater, but he was right.
I'm
And
like-
the rest of us are just like, whatever. I don't care right now.
Bro,
I just
The
want
funny
to.
thing is in that situation, he could be completely right, or you could be going into some shit that might just blow your mind, and you just might be
Nah.
getting to experience some shit.
Nah, because-
and you have to be able
Nah.
to judge that.
Yeah.
But when you're
But
out there,
he's
you
the
know
one
what I'm saying?
that saw
Like,
it.
When I-
it could be some shit.
no,
that you-
because when I
somebody's
looked
just
at the
like,
man,
"Yo, come."
when I looked at him carefully,
Yeah.
when I looked at it carefully, I'm like, yo, this guy's uniform says some shit that nobody else on the resort's uniform says. I'm like, no, fuck that. You're trying to sell us a timeshare right now. You wasting my fucking
'Cause he
time.
goes- he
this
goes-
is 10 minutes out of my fucking beach time.
He goes,
No.
he goes, because we had stopped. He goes, no, I'm not going anywhere else. He was like, yo, are you trying to sell me something or nah? Because I'm not going anywhere else from here on out. And the rest of us are just like, all right, cool. I just wanted a drink.
Yeah, he did.
So I was just like, fuck it.
Trace didn't even touch the water the first fucking day.
Yeah. I was writing my Mike Boogie verse in my mind.
Wait, is there one of us that hasn't done it yet?
I don't know who that is.
Have you
I have
finished
my
yours?
Mike Boogie verse.
Have you finished yours?
Oh,
Hold on.
mine was-
I've-
yeah,
Shout out to my
Yeah.
boogie, but I feel like
I finished
this guy
mine.
had me going to the studio like over a year ago. I recorded a verse, and I still haven't heard it. Are you on it too? I think you're on it too, bro.
You have Is this what we have to look forward to?
Hold on. Shout out to Mike Boogie.
So apparently, I got some time.
Who else is on it? You're on it?
It's the shot club. Like,
The whole thing on it.
This is a shotgun.
Okay, this is a different one.
And he's
Okay,
not
so-
done yet.
So
He hasn't
apparently-
done his-
So there's a lot of
I got
songs he
some
hasn't done
Here
yet.
I am thinking I'm late with the verse and whatnot.
Nah, man, don't worry. I did it a year
Shout out to
ago.
Mike
bro.
Boogie though. Shout out to Mike Boogie though.
It's all
No, no.
good, man.
Okay, so off of this fucking resort guy, let's get back to this whole vegan thing.
okay.
Okay.
Because
So wait. So
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I
Real
go to a
quick, real
resort,
quick.
by the way.
So maybe Cuba's not that bad.
It's not Cuba.
Cuba's wicked.
No, I know.
yo, Cuba is not
But
that bad.
I'm like sick of Cuba because I just been.
No,
there
no,
so
no.
many
Your
times.
Can we-
experience
can
with
we-
Cuba.
Wait, hold
no,
on.
no. Your experience
on,
with
hold on,
Cuba
hold on, hold
is
on,
a
hold on,
fucked
hold on.
up situation,
Hold on.
bro.
By the way.
But nobody
Cuba is the
bothers
best
you.
place to
Nobody
have that
bothers you.
situation because they will
Nope.
not bother you.
Nobody bothers
They
you.
will not bother
No.
you. So
Yeah.
you can get
So maybe maybe it's
We might have
Cuba
to
will
do.
not bother you.
We might have
the
to
No,
do.
no.
people
A
like
shot club has to go to
law-wise,
Cuba.
We might have to do.
A shot club has to go to
We were
Cuba.
talking about that earlier about having a production budget. If we don't use it, then maybe we. go
Shot
do
club
an
needs to go to
episode.
Cuba. Shot club needs to go to Cuba for sure.
yeah.
But back to the whole
I
like.
feel like I want to come on that trip.
You're- you're
I'll
more
drink
than
there
welcome.
because I'm not
Back
driving.
to the eager, back to the eager vegan.
Yeah.
To the eater vegan. No, but like, cause he was asking me, cause he made a comment about it as well. Why is vegan so popular?
Right.
And I'm like, there's an agenda.
I think it's pronounced vegan.
Vegan?
Vagina.
Vegan. So
I said there's an agenda.
hold on. What was the turning point? Because I know with me, I know there's certain times when I'm like, all right, I can't play around. I got to lose the weight.
Right.
What was it for you that said, boom, I got to go. I got to do this.
I think the weight loss was part of it. So back in April, I was 350 pounds.
Damn.
And I just went on like a whole change of eating healthy and.
But
and
was there
being
was
in
there
the
a
gym.
moment you're just like?
Yeah, I
you're
went.
like-
I went to a doctor appointment and they said like, you're at risk for this, and like the list went all the way down to the floor.
Did you
here.
never think about it before? Were you just like living
I,
life?
you know
like,
what? I
this
always
is-
thought, like I always knew, I've always been a bigger guy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and that
But
was- yeah.
but I've just always been taking what everybody else is saying. Oh, you're just built like that, you know. And I've always just like kind of
You're
ran
big
with it.
bone.
Was that a
Yeah, you're big bone.
that
Did you have
bullshit.
You're a big bone,
Did
dude.
you have?
You know?
Did you have a? Because I know with me, because I was.
Your favorite leg bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I realized later that I had a moment where it was normal. Like I had a moment when I lived in a certain place. There was a store.
Right.
And without even thinking, I'd grab something to eat.
Right.
And by the time I got back to the house,
Yeah.
I was like, when did I pick this up?
Right.
So
Yeah. Or you look
After-
at it and you're
yeah.
like,
Why did I buy
after
this?
this
after a
is
while,
not
you
right.
internalize it, and you're like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I need a different routine.
or
Right.
it is normal.
yeah.
No,
It shouldn't be.
no,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
normal. And it shouldn't be normal because South Park taught me this, this economic downfall. But continue. I'll get onto that later.
South
You
Park
need
taught
you.
But I feel like
You need to rant.
honestly, cartoons, people don't pay attention to them because they're cartoons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they tell you a lot of truth,
For sure.
right? Because I was watching South Park. An episode was Cartman joined the soccer team. Cartman's a fat fucker, right? Cartman doesn't do shit
That
for nothing.
is rude to say.
I'm
It is.
sorry.
It
He
is.
is
Cartman.
fluffy.
It is.
Cartman's a
Fluffy.
fluffy
You should,
fucker
you should be more conscious.
of the things I say.
trying to be politically correct here on the
Again,
Shot Club.
Cartman never told me personally that he doesn't like being called fat.
So
Okay?
you do not assume his size.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I have to assume his size. He's short and round. He's fat.
You don't assume it.
Well, maybe
Anyways.
he doesn't like.
Maybe
I'll
he feels
stand
skinny.
for it. Fat
Maybe
people don't
he
like
feels-
being called fat.
Listen. Unless he tells me he doesn't want to be called fat, Cartman's a fat fucker. He joined the soccer team only because
He's a cartoon. He doesn't have any.
Anyways.
only because
We're not talking about anything real. Right
No, we are. Only
Cartman.
because only because on
Told you.
Tuesday after practice they went to KFC, right? So after practice they went to KFC. So he joined the team. So on Tuesdays he could get KFC for free. One Tuesday they go to KFC.
He's a fat fucker for that, man.
It's fucking, the KFC is closed. It is now a weed dispensary.
Hold on, and I'm gonna cut you right there.
Weed dispensary.
No, I'm gonna cut you right there
we
because
just- can we
hold on,
back to
hold
this?
on, hold on. I just have to do this. We ran an 11K and then we got wings after. So
That's fine.
no, but it
Just
didn't.
ran 11.
Yeah, I'm just
Wings
saying.
and wedges.
Wings and wedges.
Cauliflower wings or just wings?
No,
Wings.
regular wings.
Actual
Wing.
wings.
No,
Wang.
You guys gotta try that cauliflower wings though.
no, I heard
I'm
it's
saying
good.
it's good.
I heard
Barbecue,
it's
but
good.
like the
did
fucking
you have the
barbecue one.
cauliflower
is
wedges?
blessed.
We're gonna do
Not
that.
yet. Not yet. Next
Listen,
trip.
so he now the whole episode Cartman's looking for.
Supposed to do this, huh?
Yeah,
I know
so
he's looking for
let's do
KFC. He can't find KFC.
Where my shot at, bro?
The man.
Trace is sleeping on you. He is.
Like, I'm feeling left out here, bro.
Put it up there, but
The
he's
man.
still
Wait.
sleeping on you.
The man.
Hold on.
Do it
No,
yourself.
pour that.
Fuck
The
this guy.
man
DIY.
who at the last KFC Cartman went to said the Colorado state passed a law, right, that said fast food restaurants
Fucking pour my own
cannot
shot, bro.
exist in low income areas.
We're talking
right?
hypotheticals.
It's
right
not
now.
hypothetical. No, this is not hypothetical. Because after watching the episode, I looked it up. So Colorado cannot have fast food restaurants in low income areas, right? So KFC only exists in low income areas.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. KFC in Toronto.
Tuesday.
No.
Yeah.
KFC in Toronto only exists in low income areas.
Tuesday.
I understand
And
that.
they're still losing.
Wait.
But there's a KFC everywhere, pretty
McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Tim Hortons only exist in low-income areas.
Of course.
Not Tim Hortons.
Yes. What doesn't live
In Toronto, you say?
No.
Starbucks is in the
No.
rich areas.
Starbucks is in the higher end areas. Tim
Not
Hortons.
true. Not true. We have a Starbucks
Okay.
in Rexdale. We have a Starbucks in
I
Rexdale.
don't know.
Let that be
But
known.
what I'm
I
saying
live in
is,
Parkdale. I have a Starbucks.
I live in
closer to
Rexdale.
No,
Tim
but
Hortons.
what I'm
Let
saying
that be
is,
known.
This is
We
what
got a
I'm doing.
Starbucks.
Hold on, is that the rich part of Rexdale?
Trace. What I'm
Hold
saying
on.
is,
Let me fix my tie.
Trace, what I'm saying
Shrug
is,
my shoulders.
you will not,
Shots up.
Top.
yo,
Blatant disrespect that I does to
you will not
Doja.
see-
Sorry.
You will
I'm
not
on my
see any of
battle
those
rap
restaurants I named in Bridal Path. You will not see them anywhere, right?
That's that zone.
You will not see them anywhere else. You won't see them in Bridal Path. You won't see them in Mississauga Road.
Fuck KFC.
What am I
You
at
won't
now?
see
Number
them. You
seven?
won't see them in certain
You
areas.
tell me, sir. I was respecting your shot glass.
Mama, what am I at now? Number 7 or 8? I'm feeling kind of.
He said, I'm only gonna do 4 shots.
I was gonna say, you did exactly what the other guy said.
He
never
said,
heard him
he
do
said,
that.
he said, I'm
They
only
always
gonna do 4
try.
shots.
Can
And when he
can I
give
be
him 4
honest right now,
shots,
though? I'm
hold
kinda
on,
feeling it right
hold
now.
on.
I'm feeling
When you
it.
give him 4 shots, he says,
That's what happens.
he says,
feeling
why
it.
you gonna front on me? Why you gonna treat me like
Yeah,
that?
play me like that, son.
You were telling a story.
All right.
Can we listen to your story?
I don't know where I was at. So,
My man was talking about self.
That's what happens when you
Talk-
drink
we
too
were talking about
much.
story.
the whole vegan thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm fucking drunk. Shit.
I know we. I know white people like to watch cartoons.
Now I'm gonna start talking drunk and shit.
Yo, where's that 16 bars at, bro?
Yo, it's
Yeah,
coming
we
later.
gon-
By the
we
end of the
gonna
show,
need that.
we gonna know when we get to 16 shots, then we could do 16 bars.
that.
You know?
No. You think he's slick.
You know you gotta spit while you're here.
He's the host. He's the host.
But how
So
many
he
shots
has to
we
be
doing in total? How many
yo,
of
bro,
you
can I
guys
tell you
usually
something?
do?
We're on the last one.
Wait,
We're
should
on
we-
the
can I
last
tell you
This is
one.
the last one?
How about we? How about we spit that track?
That's 16.
Hold on, what time are we done?
I remember my
8:30?
bars
listen,
as much
listen,
as you
listen.
remember your
Listen,
bars.
All right.
it's supposed to be
We're going-
6. It's supposed to be 16 at 6.
16 and 6.
Because we in the 6 shots,
Yeah.
you spit a verse.
All right, so but we passed 6. So we
Right,
ain't-
so
we done
you
passed
way
6.
past the verse.
Let me drink this water.
You got something on deck. Just spit
All
that
right,
shit. What-
top
People
so-
want to hear some bars. Camera number 2 wants
Yo,
to hear
yo,
some
listen,
bars.
listen.
Yeah.
So after the doctor told you about to fucking die.
Yeah,
because
so
of all
doctor
this
was,
shit.
you know, the wrist thing.
All
And
the
so
things, yeah.
literally
Yeah.
when I left, I said, like I was getting in my car, I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna make a change, you know, like you have that thought process that happens after. And I went and signed up for a gym membership. That same day I started eating healthy, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
prior to kind of answer your question, like I didn't really care, you know what I mean? Before,
Finish 'em up.
yeah, push them.
Finish 'em
Come
up,
on,
finish 'em
man.
up, finish 'em up.
Let's do this.
Finish 'em up.
Push it out. Push it
Finish 'em
out.
up.
Push it out.
Let's push it to the limit, bro.
Know that this is on tape,
All
right?
right, we
Finish
go-
'em up,
Everything that has been said is on tape.
Finish 'em up,
That
bro.
sazon
Is on
That's it,
tape.
is
man.
on
We
tape.
going through this whole
All
bottle
right.
today, bro.
It's
Come on.
done,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Okay, so
End it.
yeah, man, the doctor said all that stuff. I literally left
Virgin.
the doctor's office and just
Yeah.
I told myself I was gonna make the change. So prior to that, I was always eating bad, you know, the
But
KFCs
did
and the.
you even know what you were doing? Like, to eat good.
I still don't.
Okay,
You know,
hold on.
because I'm guilty of living and learning. You know what I mean?
That's
me-
you know what?
let me ask this,
That's
let me
not-
ask
that's
this,
not a
'cause I-
guilt. That's growth.
Right.
Let me ask this because during the week I eat for fuel.
Okay.
What is it that you eat on a regular basis? What's your diet on a regular basis? From
I'm all
Monday
over-
to Friday or Monday to Saturday? And
I'm all over the place because I've always been like that. Like I don't know what I'm gonna eat until I actually get in the kitchen. Like when I was cooking meat before, like okay, I know I'm cooking chicken tonight, but I don't know what I'm cooking
okay,
with the chicken. You know
better
what I mean?
question. When you're in the grocery store,
What do you buy?
where do you go
Fruits, veggies.
specifically?
Listen, what you should do is the outside aisles.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
go
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Once you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
down
yeah.
the aisles,
Yeah.
the aisles, then you're fucking.
You gotta-
yourself.
But it's
You
one of
gotta-
those things, like because like I was saying back in April. Okay, so I've lost 100 pounds since.
And
I-
congratulations.
I
This
appreciate that.
and this is good for your daughter.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah, she's the daddy. You lost your belly. You know.
And she doesn't even know.
I still got it, though,
But
but, you know.
congratulations, though. Real talk,
I appreciate it, man. I
congratulations.
appreciate
Like
it.
we notice it. Like
I appreciate
it's one thing when you're doing it and you kind of feel it. It's another thing when people come up to
I
you and
didn't
say,
really
like,
saw him
want
at the maestro.
I didn't really.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I've been
first
getting
of
that a
all,
lot.
Look
I
back,
didn't really
double
want to be
take,
that person
like,
because I've never actually met you before.
Right.
I'm be like,
He's never
this
met
guy.
me before.
I'm like, this is.
He
the-
wasn't
Which,
on
hold
the
up, by the way,
he
I just
wasn't
remembered
on the
something.
show.
No, no.
Because, hold on, I'm gonna put you on the spot though. Hold on.
He
I'm gonna put
hasn't
you on the
been-
You guys did
Hold on.
you
He
go to
hasn't-
some sort of
Hold
family
on.
reunion
I'm gonna put you on the
or
spot
like-
right now. Hold on.
Just a
Hold
white
on.
picnic?
Hold on.
He hasn't been on
White
Bring Your A
picnic?
game.
Oh,
yet.
Hold on. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now, live on the
You
shot
know what
clock.
that is?
So what the
Hold on.
draft is
Look at this. Look at
he
this.
traded you for Mo.
Okay, so don't name all the unfollowers because some people ain't follow the light skin back. They hating. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we followed each other at one point, and look who it says ain't following me no more in my own followers list.
I never followed you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's-
David Solomon?
Do you see that? Do you see that?
I don't know about
so
that.
I think it's the whole white skin thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this.
No, wait, he like in his defense, he gets in a blind rage sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
you
does.
don't follow me?
Like,
He
like
does. Sometimes
like I told-
he's just like, fuck Dr. Dre.
Fuck DJ Premier. Fuck your favorite light
So I
skin.
told myself, I'm like, after I bring this up to you, because I told myself I was going to tell you, you know?
First of all, they right.
Ah.
Like I've been on a delete button.
Jeez.
Like
I just
heavy,
started that today.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
I just started that.
Especially over the last few days, I've been on a delete button heavy because I said the new humanity really is four-dimensional.
Right.
Mental, physical, spiritual,
I saw that,
virtual. And
saw
it's
that.
true though.
Yeah.
Because somebody else posted like, I think Mike Stone
I think
posted.
it's 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
If you can, that fourth one, you can separate yourself. No, you can definitely separate yourself from it.
like
right?
that though.
You can definitely separate yourself from it.
You're not doing it right. You're supposed to separate yourself.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck all
You
you.
did it though.
Okay? But
That's where you're going.
I was like, I gotta really figure myself out. Like, I've been putting too much energy into stupid shit. Like, fuck that, delete.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm
that
friend,
social media tip, I feel
You know
like
what
it's
I
too
mean?
much.
Fuck all that. However, but I was looking at the post.
Whoa! Whoa!
Learned a lot of things
Whoa!
about MO during this
My
show.
nigga.
We are learning a lot about MO.
Yo, bro, where the fuck are you?
Whoa!
I'm just
No, that's not what we're doing. That's not delete.
You
Delete.
right now. You know you right now.
No.
That's the delete.
Let's delete. You went.
And you held it. Okay, Mo.
Okay, listen, no.
We here at the Shot Club.
So I was
promote
like, yo,
only.
MO's nickname is the Silver Surfer.
I was like, yo, that's not the same
No
guy
shots
off
for
of the
you.
poster that Cheza made, because this guy looked too skinny.
Yo, When I s-
Honestly, from the flyer
Yeah.
that you made, shout out to Cheza, because he makes all the flyers for the Shot Club.
You know what?
Right?
I
He-
made that mental note. I went back
I'm
into
like,
your
yo,
pictures,
he fucking skinny
and I
as
saw
shit.
like
This
the
ain't
bigger
same
pictures,
person.
and I was like, you know what? I don't want to use these ones, even though you had the pro pictures
yeah,
with
yeah.
Justin Maine.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's not him. He lost that weight, so let me find something.
it's
And this was like probably the cleanest, like gym type of look type thing.
Yeah.
So I
But
said,
he's
you know what?
still,
Let me use that.
he's still smaller from that picture to now.
This
Like-
is the change right here. This is 6 months apart.
like
You know Scotty, right? You know my business partner, my best friend
Yeah.
Alvino. He's from Ottawa as well. He was the one at the
Yeah.
shop when
Yeah,
you went there.
I know.
Do you know him? He's from Ottawa.
What's his name?
Scotty Alvino.
Scotty Alvino, tattoo artist, but
I don't know
Okay,
his name.
it's funny because he said you came by the shop,
Okay.
tattoo shop,
Okay.
and that you said what's up to him like you knew him,
Okay.
and he was like, I sort of recognized him. I was like, well, he lost a lot of weight recently. So,
I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was like, you probably do, but you didn't realize it was him
Right.
Right.
because he knows you. You guys went to elementary school together.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did recognize him.
And he also probably recognizes you from stuff we've done together
Right,
and
right.
blah blah blah.
Yeah, I've seen him around at shows and shit.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So that it just goes to show like the whole thing is like you don't look that different. I mean, I can see
No,
it.
because
I
yeah,
can see
yeah,
it,
you could.
but like you don't like
I still
that
look the
different
same,
to me.
yeah,
there's a difference.
There's a
But
difference.
it's a huge difference.
It's a huge-
But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna run up to you and be like,
No, because you
No.
know me.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
versus
exactly.
somebody who hasn't
Yeah.
seen me in
But
a
the
minute.
joke is, his picture in the flyer to now, I don't know when that picture was taken,
Yeah,
but there's still a difference.
I was
from then
probably
to
at
now,
about like 270
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
right. There's
So
still a
yeah,
difference
yeah,
from
yeah.
then to now,
We're still down the road.
right?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
No.
this ain't the same guy.
Yeah.
Like his head shape the same, but
it's
this ain't the same
definitely
guy.
like because
but your
unlike
face of all things is like
It's still the same, right?
unlike some
But it's
people,
Slimmer,
different,
slimmer.
yeah.
unlike some people, I follow
Your favorite light
favorite
skin.
light
Yeah.
skin.
no,
Except for the white people.
I
White
think
people
all
don't
of us-
follow
I
me.
think all of us-
White people don't follow each
The
other.
white people don't follow me.
They don't follow each other.
we drafted MO to the team. So
You follow me though, so
you
that's
follow
good.
us
We
too.
follow
Yeah.
each other.
All
That's
the
good.
black guys
You know what I'm
follow.
saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not unfollow Matthew,
but-
you know what I'm saying?
First of all,
Listen, I don't
first
identify as
of
white.
all,
No, but on the real though, I have the app on my phone and the app
First
tells
of
me
all,
who unfollows me.
fuck
You know what I'm saying?
y'all,
So this man
okay?
unfollowed. I said,
You see
and
it.
I'm coming to the guy's show.
Follow you right before
You follow me, you know, and then before the show, y'all follow me. I'm like, what's going on, bro?
He does use a BlackBerry though, so that might have been 2 years ago that he unfollowed you.
fuck your feelings.
It was recently. It was after you posted the thing, you know.
your life.
I saw the unfollow. I said, all right.
Let's go. He's like,
He mad because I'm white too.
follow that nigga.
No, but I will say this.
No, what though? I'm like that.
I will say this. It definitely me watching because I follow you. It's inspiring because I have issues with my weight, and I always want to get my weight down. and I'm like, man, he's really doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever his routine is, whatever his diet is, whatever his gym regimen
It's
is,
diet.
he's doing it. Like,
Can I just put it out there what it
no,
is?
just doing it.
Can I tell you
Like,
what it
'cause
is?
some people talk about doing it. He's actually doing it.
It's lots of crack and sex. Doesn't.
Crack will do it.
Okay, I followed you back, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
No, but,
No,
it's,
but,
it's specifically sex with crackheads.
Yeah. That's a sex. You have sex with
You know what?
crackheads.
Sex with crackheads is, that's something different.
No, but
Yo,
yeah, no.
no, but
For
really-
the first 6 months, like out of the 6 months, because it's been 7 months now since I started,
That's incredible, man.
and the first 3 months, I cut out the meat.
Okay.
No, actually, my apologies. I'm drunk. I didn't cut out the meat. I cut out the carbs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so I cut out like the bread, the pasta, like all that stuff. I dropped the weight like crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I said, I don't want to drop the weight like crazy, and then when I start eating the way I like to eat, it's gonna fly back on.
It's a balance. It's
right?
a balance, right?
So in like 4th month in, I was like, man, I'm losing this weight, and then I know a lot of people that did the vegan thing, like they don't eat the meat, and I used to post up pictures with like meat and some greens on the side or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And people would be like, the only thing that's wrong with that is the meat, you know?
They can
And
fuck
it is what it is, right?
They can fuck themselves.
Then I
social
watched.
media.
I can't lie. I
The
watched the
social
documentary.
justice, yeah.
I watched the Actually, before watching the
documentary?
documentary,
Because documentaries
hold
don't
on,
have
hold
an
on,
agenda?
hold on. No, I'm with you on it.
Hold on, which
I'm with you on
documentary
it.
is
Before I watched the documentary, I have a friend that I know
don't need to mention
that
it.
also doesn't eat meat, right? And
They ain't paying us.
He told me that it's try it for a month.
Yeah.
And last year, before I did the whole weight thing, like losing the weight, I tried it for 1 month, no meat, just to test
Yeah.
myself, see what my limits
Like you
were.
were hungry as fuck.
I wasn't actually. Like at the end of the month, I mentally and physically felt better.
Right.
Okay.
But I love meat, so I started eating again. Like even now, I still love meat. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like it's not like I go in and I don't smell like if I smell shrimp or fish cooking, like that shit smells ill as fuck. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I told myself I just wanted to try it. So after that month, I went back to it. I gained, I think I went from like 300 pounds to 350 at the time that I did that, right?
Now, was that
Like
because
going
of
back
the
to
meat, or is that because of proportions?
Not giving
Muscle?
a fuck. Not giving
Is
a
that
fuck.
muscle?
Right? At
No,
the
no,
end of the
that's
day,
the-
it's not a meat thing. It's
right.
just not giving a
Not
fuck.
giving a fuck.
Right? And then when I was in the 4th month of this losing the weight thing, I said, okay, let me just switch it up because I know I don't want to go back. I don't want to lose all this weight. And I put myself out on social media for a reason. Hey! I told myself that, when I put myself out on social media, everybody's going to see this. I can't go back, right? So because I did that and I knew that I didn't want to like all of a sudden jump back in weight and all of a sudden people are like, yo, this guy done gave up or whatever, I switched it up. So I cut out the meat, but I added back the pasta and the rice and all that stuff. I can't lie, I'm not dropping the weight now at this point, but I'm not gaining the weight.
Okay.
Right.
Right? So, and staying in the gym helps, you know what I mean? And at this point, I don't think I obviously know I got a lot of stuff to still work on physically,
Yeah,
but I'm
work
at a
in
good
progress.
weight that right now I can just go hard
Have you
in
ever
the gym.
have you ever tried a liquid diet?
No, but I did like a whole like cabbage soup diet for
Okay.
a long time.
What I
Cabbage
told
is shit, though. Cabbage is shit, though.
Let's take this last shot.
Okay, and then we
Or
get
sorry,
into-
you guys take this last shot.
Right. Cause that's it.
That's it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Cause no, cause
And
what,
hold
what
on.
I
Hold
want to
on.
say is,
I want to
Show's
stun on
almost done.
motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Show's
Hold on.
almost done, though.
Hold on. We
I tried to do it
gonna,
for you.
what I'm saying
to the last shot.
I tell,
Take
okay,
the
let's
shot,
take
take
the
the
shot.
shot,
Let's take
take
the
the
shot.
shot.
This is the change.
I was gonna say consistency.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I'll do this for consistency.
Consistency.
Those are not the same.
Can I take the 3rd annual hip hop food drive? Consistency.
Oh,
right?
sure, yeah.
Consistency.
Consistency. Bring it again.
Another
We gotta
episode.
we gotta keep this
Hold
shot
on.
up for a second.
Another episode of the shot
Hold on,
club.
hold on.
Another
Consistency.
Hold on, hold on.
I got a
Right.
big
Hold on, hold on.
Right.
You got it?
Hold on. 3 white guys in the play. Consistency.
Back to being the minorities.
Yo, you right in the middle.
Listen, I don't identify as white.
Your turn's Rachel.
I'll just say that. Right? This is like a 50% thing, right? We got 2 white guys,
Two
2
white
black
guys,
guys, and
yeah.
the black and white guy.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what.
okay, hold on.
I feel like I'm in the Johnny
Hold
Lopez
on, hold
video,
on, hold on,
you
hold
know?
on. But this is
He's
great.
accepted it.
I have
He's
not.
Hold
It's
on.
just for the show.
on.
Fuck
I don't
y'all.
accept
Hold on.
Morgan don't
Hold
want
on.
you on his team. Morgan said,
Wait
I don't
up.
accept
Wait
it.
up. Wait up. We're at the end of the show.
I'm just
thought
trying
so.
to represent.
Already?
Hold on.
I'm just trying to represent.
Hold on.
Yo, I feel like, I can't believe I lasted this long.
Hold
Bro,
on.
can I just finish what I was saying before we
5
had the
minutes.
shot?
I'm just trying to represent.
Calm down.
Okay.
So, because I was asking you if you ever done a liquid diet.
I haven't,
A lot of
no.
people don't pay attention to what their body tells them.
Right.
I stopped eating pork, not because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not because it's a religious purpose.
Right.
Because my body said, don't eat it.
Right.
The last time I ate it, right, my body broke out.
You almost had some pork on vacation.
Right? My body broke out into a pimple.
not what I was
right,
talking about.
That was 2 inches long.
Like on your face or
In my back.
On your back.
Right?
That was his penis. And it was like, hey! And then it
I
went back
had
and,
my
"Ah."
knee squeezed.
Girl was like,
there's a bump in the middle of my back, right? Like my mom made ham for Thanksgiving. My friend across the street, his mom made ham. I'm bouncing back
It's like
and
a
forth,
pork week.
and I'm eating it like all day, right?
And you hadn't for a while.
Mad pork.
No, I was eating it all the time, right? And then the next day, my niece, I'm like, yo, my back is like whatever. I had my niece squeeze a pimple on my back. So she squeezed this pimple on my back,
Went really deep.
threw an oxypad on my back.
Shout out to your niece for that,
Right?
yo.
She threw an oxypad on my back. The next day I'm at school, and my back is like, whatever. I'm squeezing it. This thing, black as shit, hard as whatever, came out 2 inches long out of my back. Right? And I'm like, no.
I've seen those videos.
You want to know what Trace's Rasta name is?
Listen, I've worked as a
You want to
trainer.
know what
and
Trace's
as
Rasta
a-
name
as a
is?
What's that?
Right.
And
TM.
it's all
I.
about balance and what works for you.
Right.
You
So,
don't have to be a vegan. You can eat meat.
right.
Carbs is a big part of it.
Right.
But you just have to find a balance in.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
It's a
people
balance
don't listen-
between working out and eating what works.
People don't listen to their body. So after that, I realized that every time I ate anything that had pork in it, my body would break out. So I stopped eating it.
Right.
So you're
Right?
one extreme.
Right. No, but I stopped eating it, right?
Yeah.
Because I paid attention. So I did a liquid diet, right? I just juice everything, water, fruits, veggies, juice it.
But that's
Yeah,
not.
I
And
did.
then no, but
You
then
can't sustain that.
no, I did it for a week.
Yeah.
Right? And then I introduced things back slowly to my body. I start eating
Yeah.
bread, I feel bloated.
Right.
Don't eat bread as much. I eat pasta,
Dildos.
don't feel whatever. But I eat things in a and I see what my body says.
Yeah.
And then I cut it out.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
Right? And one reason why I say like it's an agenda for this thing because on a vegan diet you really can't maintain your daily supplements.
We didn't really get here
We
to
did
this
it.
subject. We have
But
4
that's-
minutes
okay,
left.
hold on.
We
That's
didn't
the
get
thing.
to this.
Hold
subject.
on. And I'm glad you brought that up because we only have 4 minutes. And you said, hold on. No, let me get it.
That is what your
Hold on.
your show's
Whole
gonna
argument.
be.
Let me
You're
get
gonna
it.
Have your rancho
Let me get it.
straight up. We're gonna talk about that.
Let me get
But
it
yeah.
though. Your threshold was what? 4 shots?
Yeah. What do we make
Okay.
it to?
We hold on.
What do we make it
This
to?
show is 12.
Yeah,
What do we
you're
make
right.
it to?
Hold on.
You
Let
know
me
what I
get
mean?
that.
Yeah, dust it off.
Hold
a
on.
little, you know?
Now we need a verse.
Okay.
Yeah, you got. Do it.
This is it.
All right, do it.
Ah.
You got this. Come on.
And I'm gonna throw back for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna spit you something that I wrote like over a decade
I
ago.
thought we
Alright,
were
do
gonna
that.
spit that. That's right.
We were gonna do that, but I don't remember.
Because I don't remember.
I would have forgot the bars
Mom said
too.
hold on. Mom said hold on. What was that for? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, mom, come listen to the bars. You know,
Okay.
got bars from moms too. You know.
Got bars from mom.
Hold on. Let me get my tie. Hold on.
But yeah, I'm gonna spit you something from like a decade ago. That way, if I forget it, I can say it's a decade old. You know.
That's not how it works.
You know what I mean? That's how it works for me, bro. You know. All right. If you know me, then normally you know that I keep it popping. My ish official, so you know for me there is no stopping. I got a gift to you, know it's a rap for me, it's talking. Don't mean to diss you, but listen to the heat I'm dropping. Was taught a lot from the rosters, you know they teach a lot. And we got a lot of the ganja, my team is weeded often. The roster's hotter than hotter, I know the people watching. We'll knock you off of the top, just check the beats we rocking. I'll beat you rotten, your teeth are noggin, your meat will soften. The way I kick it, I run this game, your feet are jogging. They spit it lame, that's why I'm always CD tossing. Just ain't the same as when I was a seed and crawling. And nowadays, even all the geeks are flossing. And yeah, it's strange, it's dirty and it needs a mopping. But it won't change, that's why celebrities are flopping. And when it's fame, that's usually when the group is flocking. I'm getting brains, that's what I'm calling coochie blocking. Can't bring them around because the wifey's hoochie boxing. Disease is not an option, my pee-pee needs a washing. Because it goes through more rides than the cheapest auction. But trust I speed with caution, don't want my dreams in coffins. Don't want to die, but if I do, I'll meet with Cochran. Just need to skeet and dog them. Bust on their cheeks and bottoms and get them so wet it's like they in the sea with dolphins. My style is sick, that's why I'm always sneezing, coughing. Enemies are jocking because the peeps are bobbing. I'm 40 copping, these phonies mocking, police are knocking. I'm touching more cheese than pizza sauce, don't need no toppings. To me it's awesome the way that I write and keep them hopping. To them it's shocking, I got them sobbing, MCs are stalling. And so my path they ain't crossing, they know the steeds and brawling. These bitches pussy, you need a nanny like Mary Poppins. These fiends are run lines so much I think they need to log in. Just like the teens and blogging, Now all this cream from chalking, just got the streets of stalking, and fiends going through homes for all the stealing, robbing. I call that secret shopping. I hate when fiends are sobbing. I hate when weed is sopping. I got a neat concoction. It has some weed and potting. Supposed to pass it around the room, but I'm cheating hogging. Don't feel no need for swapping, unless it's an L. Then what the hell? The weeds are bogging. I feel to kill off these kids because it beats adoption. I'm still as real as it is. The industry is clogging. Too many cats that are done. It's on the feet of Brian.
Hey, listen.
I made it over to the Something like that. Something like that.
That rhyme scheme though?
That was not
He did.
That rhyme
Hold on. For those that don't know, what he's about to say, he went the whole verse.
Yeah.
One rhyme scheme.
Yeah. But I'm fucking drunk and I fucked it up at the end.
That shit went up. I don't even know how to make bars that way.
Bring your A game.
That's why I don't drink, bro.
Wednesday.
That's why I don't drink, bro.
Hold on. Wednesday.
Come to the shop club. Remember,
Yo, brother
bring
man.
your A
Bro.
game.
Wow.
Shop club.
Wednesday.
Bring your A game.
Yeah.
No,
Wednesday. Hold on.
No.
To the
Wednesday.
max now.
Wednesday.
Hold on. And the new single where I'm singing. Fuck the bars. I'm singing, nigga.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
December
He played
13th.
boy this whole time. Like, I don't know if I can spit.
I don't know, man.
I just say though. I just want to say though. For me, like literally as an artist, I really don't drink before I perform for that very, very reason. But I'm here on the Shot Club, and yo, this was a time and a moment. You know what I
don't know
mean?
what
So
beat he wrote that to. I don't know what beat he flowed that
I don't
shit
even
to.
know either because I'm
And
drunk.
the thing is, most artists nowadays can't even do 4-bar rhyme schemes.
And that was a decade ago. Let me talk my shit. That
Most
was a
artists
decade ago,
can't even
nigga.
do in a 16 4 bars rhyme scheme. This man went on for fucking forever.
Ever.
I don't know how long that fucking
I don't even know. More than
It
16
was,
bars.
it was at least 40.
It was
I can
almost
tell you
40
that.
something.
It was like 40
You know?
We done?
Hold on.
Like,
Hold on. And I'm a radio host,
Okay.
nigga.
All right. Hold on. Before we go, because we're running out of time, anything you want to plug?
Yo, the Hip Hop Food Drive, man, December 13th. Come out, bring
Smiling
a
Buddha.
canned food drive, like a can for the food drive. I'm
Smiling
drunk.
Buddha
Bring a can to the food drive,
961 College
and we're gonna have a
Street,
good time,
Smiling
man. We're gonna rock out DJ Sam on the
Annual,
bills.
if you're seeing this later, next year.
Yeah,
do
the
same
4th
thing.
annual later, and you're gonna come to that. And yo, shout out to the fucking
Just so you
Shot
guys know, on
Club
the 4th
podcast.
annual, the Shot Club will be performing.
Yeah. No, you guys will do an interview. Like, you guys have to be live there at the event or something. I don't know.
live on stage.
We have to bring y'all out, you know?
We
It'll be
hope.
dope, man.
we
We'll
host
host it.
We host and
Uh-huh.
perform on this
We host
motherfucker.
Hold on, before we,
We're
how much
going to
time
have
do
a
we have left?
section.
How much time do we have
We have
left?
like 30 seconds.
Okay, I really want to say something real
One
quick
minute,
though.
okay.
I appreciate you guys and what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because I do the radio show stuff, and I know it's really important for Canada to have this kind of thing. So I just want to say right now, shout out to Max TV. Shout out to the Shot Club, you know what I mean, for everything you guys are doing. Because nobody else is stepping up to the plate and doing this shit. So shout out to y'all, and yo, I fucks with y'all, you know what I'm
Yo.
saying? I'm drunk, but I fucks with y'all.
It's built.
You know what I mean?
Club.
Welcome
Shot
to Shot
Club.
Club.
Shot Club. Look.
Yeah.
Look.
So another episode down.
Over that.
Episode 14.
And I made it. How many shots did we do? Hold on, I need to brag. How many shots did we
That was
do?
12.
Yeah.
That was 12?
That was 12.
I'm not gonna drive yet, but
Thank
I
you
got
for-
food to eat after to get rid of the liquor.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting us. MaxNow.tv is the website. MXM1 is the channel.
channel.
Oh, I almost got that. And of course, welcome to the Shot Club is the show. The show.
Hold on.
Don't you?
After this episode,
Get it.
though, you gotta bring your A game. That's all I'm
And
saying.
Mother Nature's still a bitch.
It's that.
Fuck off.
And he's still white.
You know
Let's
what
go.
I'm talking about. After show with this motherfucker.
You know what we're talking about.